Subscribe. The United Nations Population Fund, UNFPA, has recently released its report State of World Population, SOWP. Key highlights of the report. The population of the world is 8,045 million. The largest share in population has aged between 15 to 64 years, 65%, followed by the 10 to 24 years, 24%, and above 65 years of age, 10%. China and India accounts for the largest populations in Asia, with more than 1.4 billion each in 2022. India is now the most populous country in the world, outstripping China's population. The rate of global population growth has fallen and is less than 1% since 2020. India's demography. Age group. 68% belongs to the 15 to 64 years and 26% belongs to the 10 to 24 years. Result. India is one of the youngest countries in the world with 50% of its population below the age of 25. The fertility rate in India has been steadily dropping and is lower than 2.1 children per woman. Reason of decline: use of contraceptive methods, spacing of pregnancies, access to healthcare, impetus to family planning, increasing wealth and education. Life expectancy for men is 71 years, while it is lower for women at 74 years. Key projections. The global population could grow to around 8.5 billion in 2030, 9.7 billion in 2050 and 10.4 billion in 2100. Maximum increase till 2050 will be concentrated in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Egypt, Ethiopia, India, Nigeria, Pakistan, the Philippines and the United Republic of Tanzania. If India's population continues to grow at the current pace, it would double from the present value in the next 75 years. Outlook for population growth. Latest projections suggest that the rate of global population growth has fallen, and has been at less than 1% since 2020. This is largely due to declining fertility. Around two-thirds of people live in a country or area with a total fertility rate at or below 2.1 children per woman, also called replacement fertility rate or zero growth fertility rate. In 1950, the global fertility rate stood at 5. Already 60% of the world's population lives in a region where the fertility rate is below replacement level, up from 40% in 1990. Migration as driver of growth. It is international migration that is now the driver of growth in many countries, with 281 million people living outside their country of birth in 2020. Migration has also occurred due to war, famines, and other catastrophes. South Asia clocks some of the highest emigration trends, with India seeing an estimated net outflow of 3.5 million between 2010 and 2021. Pakistan has the highest net flow of migrants of 16.5 million during the same period. Birth rate. Despite the continuing decline in the average number of births per woman, the total annual number of births has remained stable at around 140 million since the late 1980s. It is due to the youthful age distribution of the global population. In 2021, 134 million babies were born worldwide. In the future, the number of newborns is expected to slightly increase to reach 138 million annually between 2040 and 2045, despite the continuous decline in the average number of births per woman. In 2021, most births worldwide occurred in the two most populous regions, Asia and Sub-Saharan Africa. Life expectancy. One of the reasons for population growth globally flagged by the UNFPA has been that of increasing life expectancy. Fertility rates and mortality rates have been dropping in various parts of the world with better access to healthcare and improving standards of living. Life expectancy among men now stands at 71 years while among women it stands at 76 years. Globally, life expectancy reached 72.8 years in 2019, an increase of almost 9 years since 1990.